Hello everyone, thank you for having me today. Today we are going to be talking about a topic I really love, and I'm sure everyone here in the audience loves this too. We're going to be talking about drinks, but more specifically we're going to be talking about energy drinks and the health effects that they have upon the human body. Today I happen to bring my favorite energy drink, a new energy drink, Prime by Logan Paul. I'm sure some of you in the audience may have tried it. And whether you like it or you hate it, just know that I love it. So to start, what exactly are energy drinks? They are considered legal stimulants. They were originally introduced in Japan around the 1960s during the rave and hippie era. Eventually they made their way over to Europe during the late 80s, early 90s, and have grown in popularity ever since that time. I wanted to tell you a story, and this story is about a man named Austin. Austin, he was expecting his first child. As he was expecting his first child, he thought it was a good idea to start working more hours to be able to support this newborn baby and his wife. So as he started working more hours, he needed more energy. So he picked up on a habit of drinking energy drinks. Little did Austin know that this would actually affect him for the rest of his life. As he started drinking energy drinks, he grew addicted to them, which led him to have a brain hemorrhage. When he was taken to the hospital, they had to do emergency surgery, remove part of his brain, and to this day, he's missing half of his skull. The doctors also ruled out that it couldn't have been alcohol, and it couldn't have been any drugs. And they unanimously decided that energy drinks were the cause. Thankfully, Austin is alive today, although he's missing half of his skull, part of his brain. He's alive and well, and happy to be around his child. So what exactly do energy drinks do to our body? Obviously, they have high amounts of caffeine. And this stimulant, while low amounts, could be very helpful to some of us here. In high amounts, they're very, very dangerous. I'm sure a lot of you coffee drinkers out here today understand the term jitters. Jitters happen when you have over 300 megagrams of caffeine in your body at any given time. It's recommended that you only have up to 200 megagrams per day of caffeine. And also those little 5-hour energy capsules are probably the worst for you. They pack about 215 megagrams. And that's starting to push the limit, which can cause serious problems. Caffeine also can raise your blood pressure, increase your heart rate significantly as well. Some other risks include just having high blood pressure, diabetes, vomiting. You can get nausea, headaches, palpitations, even heart disease can come from this. The health risks associated with energy drinks are primarily related to their caffeine content. But definitely more research is needed, and the CDC has looked into more research on caffeine and the actual effects it does on our body, and if there are any long-term or lasting effects. Some of the ingredients in some of the ingredients in energy drinks are caffeine. Now, caffeine stimulates our central nervous system, like it was discussed before. It increases your heart rate. It helps with muscle contraction. Lots of different things. However, our body also produces a chemical called taurine. It's a natural chemical. However, energy drinks also have this taurine chemical in them, which taurine regulates your heartbeat, your muscle contraction, also your energy levels. Another ingredient used in energy drinks all the time is guaraná. If you're from Brazil, you may know what guaraná is, or even had the drink before. A lot of people say it's actually even more potent than caffeine. It can be even more dangerous. So definitely an ingredient to look out for when you're selecting your favorite caffeine or energy drink. Another ingredient they have is just sugar, and we all know sugar isn't good for you in large amounts because it raises your blood sugar, can cause diabetes, all sorts of health risks. Not to scare anybody here, but there have been deaths, surprisingly, related to energy drinks. There have been, since 2012, about 17 deaths. Since 2004, there's been about 34, but 22 of those were actually linked to those little 5-hour energies you see at the grocery store checkout. However, overall, I mean, this doesn't really prove that the deaths were caused by energy drinks, but definitely something to consider. And it's definitely important to consider whether it's worth even drinking energy drinks at all. Obviously, we all want to live healthy and active lives, as that's a very important thing for, I'm sure, most of us here. So I would just advise, make good decisions. Read the label, see how much caffeine is in it, because I mean, you only live one life, and that life is up to you. Thank you.